Bill K. Did you and JJ ever consider digitally enhancing the fire or flames in the bat scene and or enhancing the hot coals in the roasting scene? We discussed that a lot. And we consulted with some people who do that. We saw some examples. And in the logic of the story, it was better to not do that. Basically, we didn't enhance anything in the movie. One of the points of Maleficarum is that we made everything as realistic as possible, but not just realistic. We wanted it to look as real as possible, to feel as real as possible. And sometimes, in a way, for some people that can take away from what they feel should be a scene that should be more elaborate or more, just over the top, like really crazy with, flames everywhere and everything. We wanted it to be to look more horrible, to look more poignant. And I mean, if I were to shoot the scene all over again, I think that I like the way that it is now. Because, I mean, it's not like that's the one scene that, the bat scene that we'll ever shoot. So yeah, it was a conscious decision not to do that for this movie. If say we'd put in like a huge amount of fake flames and stuff, and suddenly you have a movie that is carrying you forward, and for some people it's so difficult to watch that they walked out of the movie theater or something like that. And then suddenly at the end you have this thing with like big fake CGI flames. I mean, there's no way to make them look realistic, especially for a scene that long. They don't. Even in Hollywood, you'll see a car burning in the background, and you're like, if you look at that car for 5 minutes, it doesn't look so good. You know what I mean? It looks fake. And so we didn't want that, because it would have ruined the realism of the rest of the film. And also because there's a surprise ending, it made sense. Anyway. Also from Bill K. Are there more Bats, Fiery Peril movie scenes in your future movie career? You seem apprehensive about doing any more Maleficarum, Bats roasting type movies in your last... let's see. Yeah. That I talked about how that was very painful and scary. Yes, and I just talked about that more. I suppose that the memory, as memories do, is fading. And so I'm actually working on a couple of scripts, and for one of them I wrote in a burning at the stake scene, which is way more over the top than the one in Maleficarum, and I act in it. And I guess, I don't know, after doing it once and then, seeing a bunch of other, like, scenes like that, and I don't know, yeah, the memory's faded enough so I can do it again, because it's really interesting. It's to imagine it. It's so, a scene like that is just inherently kind of crazy and over the top and a bit, it's very, I mean, but I think now my only apprehension is about producing a scene like that, because the scene that I have planned is a lot bigger, and every time that you produce a scene like that with a ton of people in the middle of nowhere, and you're burning a big old thing, and there's tons of makeup and everything else, people in period costumes, this is, it's very difficult to produce, and I think that's what I dread the most. I'm sure that's anticlimactic as an answer. Okay. He had another question. Also, being the bat scene was so very difficult to do, is a production company eager to do another one? Well, I believe in my power to convince everyone to do crazy scenes, because I'm so good at smiling and convincing people to do that.